What is up, everybody? This is Lowly618 coming at you with a vlog. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Hope you guys in the U.S. had a great Thanksgiving last night or yesterday. And I hope that if you went out for Black Friday sales either today or last night, I hope you guys survived. And I hope you guys got some awesome deals. As for me, not really a big Black Friday shopper. I might try out Cyber Monday. I don't know. Um, Depends how much money I have left after rent is paid and bills are paid. But anyway, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are having a great Black Friday. But I want to talk to you guys today since we touched money a little bit. I want to talk to you guys about the Bitcoin. Um, it's been recently in the news. Um, Recently it reached a value of $1,000 US per Bitcoin, and there's people been talking about, making a legitimate currency out of it. Is it a legitimate currency? Does it qualify as a currency? Lefty did a video sharing his thoughts of it. I left a couple comments on there, replied to some idiots, but I'm I wanted to make this video because look, I understand a lot about the economy. I understand the basics of currency and money. I understand, you know, finances, all this stuff. I mean, I'm a senior at university, getting 2 degrees, hoping to graduate by May in accounting and finance. And you don't go through an accounting or a finance program without talking about different types of assets, different types of factors in the economy, different types of currencies. You don't go through those programs and not talk about how money is exchanged, how money works, how investments work, how retail values, how all this stuff works. You do not go through that without understanding it. And it kind of gives you a different perspective of how Bitcoins work. A lot of people are saying that it's a legitimate currency because you can buy stuff with it. Not necessarily how it works. And you really don't buy stuff with Bitcoins. You buy Bitcoins to exchange stuff with, and I'll get to that in a minute. But for those of you who don't know what Bitcoin is this online currency, and I'm using air quotes here. It's an online currency that has been gathering a lot of news, just reached $1,000 worth of value. And it's backed by a crypto mathematical formula, that you solve one part of it, it changes the rest of it. Rest of it. But it's this thing that's been getting a lot of attention lately, and to me, I don't know why. I really don't. Because a lot of people think it's this currency because it calls itself an online currency, and it doesn't work like currency does. For those of you who don't know, currency, money, whatever you want to call it, is a means of exchange. It's something to where you give where a dollar's a dollar, and if you buy something that's worth $1, you give a person $1. That's a means of exchange, and you give you go to some place that exchanges money. If you give them $1 and you ask for a dollar's worth of pounds, they'll give you $1's worth of pounds. Same thing. If you have pesos and you want the yen, the Japanese yen, you can do that as well. And all these things are related to each other. They have some sort of exchange rate. They have they're valued with each other in some way. These currencies also have assets that back them up. The U.S. at one time was backed up by gold. Since then, it's kind of gone to almost like a trust system. But it's also backed up by economic assets, backed up by government assets, things of that nature. There's still a lot of countries that back up their currency with oil, that back up their currency with gold and silver and other materials, what have you. And these things have something to back. These actual currencies have something to back it up. They can be exchanged for other currencies. Bitcoin, on the other hand, only has a mathematical formula, and people buy it at a current value, which sounds an awful lot like a stock. Stock has a current value that fluctuates all the time. Bitcoin has a value that fluctuates all the time. You go into a Bitcoin and you buy at the current value and you hope the value goes up. Stock, you do the same thing. You buy low, you sell high. Now, there's been a lot of people talking about, Amazon's looking into accepting Bitcoin. Um, Newegg, I heard, is looking into accepting Bitcoin. All this and that. And, I get it. But at the same time, you can't really call it a currency. I see it as a bartering tool, maybe an investment, because it acts that way. You know, you give people this item that is not widely accepted, but people feel like it has a value to it. Like, people used to think that used to have this high value of Beanie Babies. If you had a rare mint condition Beanie Baby, you could get thousands of dollars worth of cash or whatever for it. Think of Bitcoin in that same way. There's a lot of people that think that Bitcoin has a value to it, think that it's worth $1,000. You know, you can go and trade with somebody a Bitcoin for, I don't know, let's just say a four wheeler. You trade a Bitcoin for a four wheeler, it's you barter, you trade. Um, you get some land, you have some Bitcoins, exchange the land for Bitcoins. I mean, stocks work the same way. Not only do you buy low, sell high with stock, but a lot of companies, a lot of big corporations have that have stock that exchanges publicly, they will, when they are looking to buy a piece of land and the landowner that they're buying it from goes, I don't want cash, I want stock, they barter, they come up with what they feel is a fair value, they come up with the selling price, and then they give the selling price equivalent of of stock at the stock's current value. Now, Bitcoin has a current value, stock has a current value. To me, it just seems like an investment. I mean, I could go on and on about how Bitcoin sounds more like an investment or a bartering tool, but I don't want to bore you guys to death. And I don't want to make this video 15 minutes long. So I'm just going to stop there. I'm just going to finish off by saying Bitcoin to me is not a legitimate currency. It never will be unless it has actual assets backing it up instead of a crypto mathematical formula, and until it's widely accepted around the world, until it has an exchange rate with other currencies, which it doesn't. It probably won't ever have an exchange rate, and I see this more as a trend. This is a trend that's starting up right now. It's probably going to die off within a few years, just like the Beanie Baby trend died off, just like every other trend has pretty much died off since then. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys see Bitcoin as a currency? Is it an investment? Is it just a weird bartering tool? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, while you're down there, leave a like, leave a favorite, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. But my name's Lowly618. I'm getting out of here. Peace!